What's up, guys? Today's video is brought to you by me, Mike, and it is about Ground Dwellers Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu Academy down in Cabo San Lucas, where I do jiu-jitsu at least once a week. So, living in Southern Baja, we don't have access to some things that we can easily find in much larger cities around the world. For example, Ground Dwellers originated in Houston. I come from San Diego, California, which has an amazing jiu-jitsu lifestyle there. It's very, very popular just because, to be honest with you, I think, the weather's so nice and it's so close to like Florianopolis, Brazil, or lots of parts of Brazil that so many Brazilians ended up there and established academies a long time ago. But anyhow, enough of that. Staying focused here. So one of the negatives, as well as one of the positives, is that we're in a small little, Southern Baja region, and it's not a major metropolis like Houston, Los Angeles, San Diego, whatever. But I'm a fairly recent blue belt in jiu-jitsu, and I like everything about the martial art, especially how much weight I've lost since starting. Finding a good place to train in Baja Sur, which is what this region's called. Baja Sur means Baja South, for those of you that don't know Spanish. And it's much harder to find a place to train than, say, San Diego, like I mentioned earlier. But I'm really happy that I found Ground Dwellers, which is about an hour south of where I live, up in Cerritos Beach. And it is in Cabo San Lucas. So thank you, Leo, for introducing me to Trey and Cassie. The facility is not far from the famous hillside community of Pedregal, which, as you can, and from there you can see the marina, the ocean, very beautiful. I think it's Lover's Rock or Lover's Arch that you see in all the images for Cabo San Lucas, that big arch. Anyhow, you can see all that from like their front door, which is cool. Trey and Cassie Herrera are both high-level black belts, and so the classes are high-level as well, but all belt levels are welcome, and they have a blossoming kids program, which is really important for any academy to grow, in my opinion. I imagine there are a lot of people vacationing in Cabo San Lucas who practice jits back in their hometown. So my hope with this video is that some of you guys, tourists and locals alike, find Ground Dwellers while in Cabo San Lucas. So in just a minute, I'm going to show you some video and photos of the location, where it's at in relation to downtown Cabo San Lucas, the marina, and many of the hotels. But first, as some of you know, most of my YouTube channel is about real estate opportunities in Baja North and South. And I had quite a few people asking me to start showing non-investing types of daily life videos, and I thought it'd be a good idea. So this is one of those types of videos. And the only other place I do jiu-jitsu in Mexico is here closer to my hometown, and that's another video too, by the way. If any of you guys are visiting an hour north, Todos Santos, there's a Todos Santos BJJ, which I did a different video on. However, just to wrap up the investment side of things, if you know any family or friends that are looking to invest in land or real estate anywhere in Baja, I'm currently working with a few developers who, and I'm helping to market their projects. And I'm also now an agent. So I have some interesting options provided down below. You can either see the links or you can navigate around this YouTube page and you can see the different folders that I've created for real estate and investing. All right, that's it about that for now. So cheers. I want to show you guys some photos and some videos really quickly of Ground Dwellers, which I know you're going to like. So if you look at the red balloon there right in the middle of the page, you can see it in relation to the marina and the very, very tip of Cabo San Lucas. The very tip of the peninsula is in the far right bottom corner of this image. So I'd say it's about, I don't know, a mile and a half to the marina in relation, which is not that big of a deal. And that's the most busy part of Cabo San Lucas. So it's a great spot. Here's some info on Trey. I'm not going to read it. If any of you guys want to, he's got a lot of accolades. So if you want to pause this and read about him, I won't do it for you guys. If for those of you who are interested, just pause the video and check it out. Lots of great accolades. So heavyweight, black belt, MMA specialist, jiu-jitsu specialist, great guy. He's really into violent hugging. And his wife, Cassie, also got her black belt recently. I don't know, within the past like 6 to 12 months. Amazing lady. And then their family. The whole family's involved with the business too, which is really cool. The son and daughters. It's a whole family operation, which is awesome. Here is a little video clip of the kids program. Super important to have a kids program. There's my dogs tied up out front, Ada and Biggie. And it's Pedregal, sort of. Pedregal's the other way. And then the marina is to the far left here. If you keep looking, you'll see the ocean. All right. Marina, ocean, resorts, jiu-jitsu. And then here's some adult action here from Open Mats the other day. They're adding another 100% more mat space too, which is going to be great. And like any business, no, not like any business. These guys are actually successful. A lot of businesses fail, but you start in one place and then you grow ideally, and so they're growing already, which is awesome. And then so to wrap things up, if you're into jiu-jitsu or you're thinking about starting, they're very welcoming. I highly recommend choosing jiu-jitsu over most other martial arts for the friendships that you create, the weight you lose, the exercise you get, and you don't have to get hurt. There's no punching, there's no kicking. It's not MMA. For those of you who don't know, it's grappling, it's wrestling with submission locks and whatnot and chokes, but you can tap out, you learn humility, you can say tap, you can actually tap the person's arm or leg. You don't have to get hurt usually if you don't want to, and it's a great program for yourself or your kids to get involved with. I highly recommend jiu-jitsu, and I started at a really late age. I started in my late 40s, so and there's people who are starting in their 50s, 60s. There are black belts who are getting their black belt at 70, 80, 90 years old. It's a really interesting sport. I highly recommend it. So thank you for listening this long, and it helps me a lot if you just take 10 seconds to subscribe to this video and click like, and it really shows YouTube that you like this kind of content, and it puts it in front of other people who might also be looking for this kind of content. So thank you for doing that. Bye-bye.